Hello everyone. In this video I am going to talk about one of the most popular and beloved dog breeds around the world, the Labrador Retriever. Originally from Newfoundland in Canada, the Labrador is a versatile and adaptable dog, which has conquered the hearts of thousands of families thanks to its friendly, playful and loyal character. In this video, we will learn more about his history, his physical characteristics and temperament, and some useful tips to care for and educate our fellow Labrador. So, don't miss it and join me to discover everything that makes this wonderful dog breed special. First, physical characteristics. Temperament. The AKC describes temperament in the breed as gentle, sociable, and manageable in nature. The Labrador is reputed to be a balanced breed and an excellent family dog. This includes a good reputation with children of all ages and other animals. He has skills as a collaborating dog, what has been used to train it as a help dog, to reach things that are pulled, turn off the lights, among other functions. It is not suitable as a guard dog, that is, it will be able to bark to give warning, but it will usually not act with greater aggression, since it tends to be a friendly dog with people, especially if it is socialized from an early age. Of course, it should be borne in mind that if a Labrador Retriever is not given enough daily activity with walks, exercises with toys or other accessions that tire the dog, it can really be very difficult to educate the dog at home given its characteristic nervousness. Labradors mature around 3 years of age. Before this time they can have a significant degree of puppy-like energy, which is often mislabeled as hyperactivity. Some lines, especially those that have continued to be bred specifically for their skills in the workplace, rather than their looks, are particularly agile and athletic. Because of his enthusiasm, strap training is suggested early on to prevent him from pulling as he grows. Females may be slightly more independent than males. From the second vaccine is a breed suitable for walking away from home. Second exploration. They do not usually jump high fences or dig, but because they are an intelligent and persevering breed, with the right conditions and stimuli, a bored Labrador could become an escapist master. They are curious animals. They like to explore and follow new trails or essences related to possible foods, although from the human point of view those foods are not edible. In this way, they can often disappear or be separated from their owners at any moment, and also be stolen. Due to their curious nature and their ability to disappear in a jiffy, along with the risk of being stolen, a number of dog associations and organizations consider it good practice for Labradors, and dogs in general, to be tattooed or microchipped with the name and address of their owners. A collar with a plaque containing the basic information of the owner is also recommended. In some countries, such as Spain or Sweden, it is mandatory that all dogs are registered regardless of breed, and a microchip is implanted from birth for identification purposes. Labrador Retriever health. Labrador puppies are usually brought into the house at 8 weeks of age. The life expectancy in the breed is between 10 to 12 years, being a relatively healthy breed with few problems of importance. Featured topics related to health and wellness are inherited disorders. Labradors are somewhat prone to hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia. For being large skeleton dogs, although not as much as some other breeds. Hip checkups are recommended prior to breeding and joint supplements are often recommended. Labradors are also at risk for knee problems. Patella luxation is a common occurrence where the knee is dislocated and then back into place. Problems with the eyes are also possible, particularly progressive retinal atrophy, cataracts, corneal dystrophy and retinal dysplasia. Dogs that are intended for breeding should be examined by a veterinary ophthalmologist to obtain an eye assessment. Hereditary myopathy is a rare inherited disorder that causes a deficiency in type 2 muscle fiber. Symptoms include an impaired gait or rabbit jumping, and in rare cases ventriflexion of the neck accompanied by a kyphotic posture. Labradors often suffer from exercise-induced collapse, a syndrome that causes hyperthermia, weakness, collapse, and disorientation after short bouts of exercise. There is a small incidence of other diseases, such as autoimmune disease and deafness, either congenital or developed later. Obesity. The Labrador can easily suffer from being overweight, due to his affinity for sweets and his good relationship with people. Lack of physical activity is also a contributing factor. A healthy Labrador should show a slight narrowing at the waist, between the rib cage and hindquarters, known as an hourglass, and stay fit, without being overweight. Excess weight is strongly implicated as a risk factor in the later development of hip dysplasia or other joint problems and diabetes, and can also contribute to reducing their overall health when they are older. Arthritis is common in older Labradors, especially those who are overweight. A study carried out by the food manufacturer Purina for 14 years on 48 dogs and published in 2003 indicated that Labradors fed to maintain an appropriate weight lived 2 years longer than those who fed freely and without control, highlighting the importance of not overfeeding these dogs. The weight of an adult Labrador should range between 27 and 36.4 kilograms for the male, and between 25 and 31.7 kilograms for the female. Care tips. Go to the veterinarian constantly and keep your vaccinations up to date. Have a schedule for your meal and feed it twice a day, as Labradors tend to gain weight and may be overweight. Exercising constantly is one of the most important care to consider. Teach him to chase and return the ball, an exercise that will be of great benefit. Brushing it 2 or 3 times a week will keep its coat beautiful. Bathe them monthly. In conclusion, Labradors are one of the most popular dog breeds in the world, and for good reason. They are friendly, intelligent, energetic, and excellent companions for people of all ages. In addition, their ability to be trained makes them an ideal breed for those looking for a service or assistance dog. Thank you for watching this video about the Labrador Retriever. We hope you found it useful and entertaining. If you are interested in learning more about dog care and watching more similar videos, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will be the first to receive notifications about our new videos and have access to exclusive content. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.